Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. Thank you very much for joining me. I wanted to talk about synchronicity and an example of synchronicity today, and even more so when you use all the tools and you start letting go, what can happen in a time frame that is just truly miraculous. So I'm running around today. I'm at the prosthetic eye doctor. If you're ever curious why this eye is lazy, that's why. It's prosthetic. So I was getting a fitting for a new one. I was there for several hours, and I'm having a conversation with the ocularist, and a whole bunch of different topics come up, you know, Star Trek and all this, and then the topic of weed had come up for some oddball reason. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'll smoke weed every great once in a while. It's been like a year, and I had a weird circumstance where, well, it's not so weird when you think of synchronicity, but I was, you know, at this, like a little mini convention type of thing, and there was different types of vendors there, and that same topic came up, and I was having a conversation with this person, and he pulled out a sample of some bee pollen, and I'm like, ooh, that case looks like a marijuana case, and he's like, oh yeah. I'm like, well, yeah, I'll smoke every once in a while, and it's been like a year. And he went under the desk and rifled around, and he brought out these two little honey sticks, and he's like, here you go. I'm like, oh, well, thanks, that's some sample honey, I appreciate that. He's like, that's special honey, and I wouldn't give that to anybody else, that's for you. I'm like, ooh, bonus. I'm like, oh, Mission Impossible's coming up, that's what it's gonna be used for. And I wanted to try it during Sacred Circuitry as well, and the holotrope experience. So yeah, so during this conversation with the ocularist, he's painting the eye and getting things done, and I'm like, you know, I'm kind of ready to have some pot, and I have some tools that I want to use it with, and it's the Sacred Circuitry and holotrope experience. So we leave, we run around for several hours, and I had on my list to go by a Walmart, particularly a particular Walmart that's close to us, but we were out, and on the way back I'm like, oh, there's a Walmart there, and there's a thrift store, so, you know, let's go check that out. Always looking for deals. And so I go into the Walmart, I do my business, I'm in line in the 20 items or less, and this is where it gets good, boys and girls. So I'm checking out, and I've been in line for a little while, and a man comes in front of me, and he's like, do you mind, I have somebody in the car, they're waiting for me, and they're really, really in a hurry, and I need to just get one thing and get out of here. I'm like, and I came from the higher self idea, like, how did that feel? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm not in a hurry, it's all good, I get the feeling that you need to get this done and get out of here, so no worries. He pulls out a wad of cash, and he has like hundreds and fifties and all this stuff in there, and I'm like, oh, well, good for you, man. And he's like, he looks at me, and he says, do you want some weed? And I'm standing in Walmart in line, and the boy asked me if I want some weed. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take some weed. And so he literally pulls out in his hand like a thing of weed, and pulls out some buds and hands it to me in Walmart, and while I'm like the next one in line. And I'm sitting there going, I don't know if I'm gonna smoke this because it's from a source I'm not aware of. But it came through synchronicity. It probably, you know, it's probably all good, but I'm just really astounded that I talked about and set the intention a few hours beforehand that I wanted some weed, and I'd already received some through synchronicity. It just showed up without request, and I had some more just handed to me in Walmart. If that isn't synchronicity, the collapse of the idea of space and time into the one moment, the way that space and time only has to show you that there's one moment in creation, I don't know what is. So boys and girls, comments, suggestions, any and all things are welcome. I'm just, and damn, it was strong as weed too, because it was like a super weed or something, because I'm like, it's just been a long time since I smoked weed, because I'm like, damn, that's some strong stuff smelling that. So I have it, it's in my bag in the car, and I'm like, I'm tripping, I'm like, so no, and nobody in Walmart said anything. Nothing. Nobody said anything. So again, Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. So if you set an intention, it could be anything. Let go of the intention of how, when, and why, and it can come pretty much any time. Coaching, life and business, and spiritual. There's always a lot of stuff going on in the description. I'm going to be doing some updates really quick. So there's going to be a lot of links to community type of stuff in there. And please like, subscribe, and share. Love and light, and have a fantastic day.